Hey, Jasmine. Second, I'm gonna get this shared over here on Facebook. Hey, hey, hey. I was supposed to go walking and do this, but I don't know. I need a platform that will share to everything instead of a couple of them. IG is not so friendly, I guess, so to speak, with sharing to multiple platforms. All right, I got it shared over here. Now let me find my little thing so I can go back. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. So, welcome to 30 days of live. Yes, I will be going live for 30 days straight. Just different information. I'll be dropping some nuggets. I'll be dropping some tax tips, some strategies, what's going on in Bryant Business Solutions. For those of you who are new and don't know me, I am Tawana with Bryant Business Solutions, a 100% virtual accounting and tax firm based in Columbia, South Carolina. So I want to talk y'all about this article. So Joe Biden had, one second, let me go back to it. Uh-oh, did I hit it? Yeah, I hit the wrong password. One moment. All right, so Joe Biden made a comment as he was making a proposal, right? So he made a comment to the effect of basically African American, Black, however you want to classify yourselves, entrepreneurs don't have lawyers or accountants. And I put a poll up asking basically, do you agree or disagree? I agree. And I agree because of firsthand knowledge, and I see it, and I see, unfortunately, how as African Americans, that's not where we want to spend our money. And it's unfortunate because we lose out on so much and so many opportunities that could expand our business, and we don't look at the overarching benefit of having an accountant or an attorney, even when you're starting your business. And even if you're an attorney or you have an attorney that's going to look at it from a legal perspective, now you need the accountant to look at it from the tax perspective or the bookkeeping or accounting perspective. And one of the things that I see is as a lot of African Americans, we're out here flossing, we're out here showing all these Louis bags and all this shopping we're doing, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We can do so much with our credit cards. We can shop on credit, and we can do this on credit and do that on credit, and that's all great. But we don't put that same value into invested in our business. And it's unfortunate because those things are professional fees that are tax write-offs for our business. But we don't understand that you're either going to pay now or you're going to pay later. And I've seen instances where people who are very well educated, very, very well educated, where they get themselves in a situation because they go to Google or YouTube University and they try to implement these things, or they make, or there's comments out there like, oh, so-and-so gave me a quote about this. They gave me this information to do it. Oh, I could just DIY it. But the thing is, we're in the midst of it. That's like me saying, oh, there's steps on YouTube or Google that tells me how to build a house, and I'm going to go build my house. Like, I'm going to go lay the foundation, lay the brick, put the vinyl siding on or whatever, and I'm going to go build my house because there's instructions out there to do it. That's not what that means. It's unfortunate, but it's true. there's so many of us, and I'm saying us because I'm an African American, that we don't value where we spend our dollars or where we're putting our money to help it grow. Um, or for somebody that has an area of expertise that can help us to help it grow or can see it from another perspective, we don't value that. And it's unfortunate, but it's true, you know? And so I'm here to say, like, let's change the stigma. There's so many stigmas out there. I remember um, being a teen mom, and one of the things that I wanted to do was break the barrier of what society said I should or could or would be. I wanted to make sure, and so while everybody else was getting this lesson of go to school, get a good job, get your degree, get a good job, I was trying to break the stigma of being a teen mom and society is not going to define where I am, what I do. So I went on this journey to learn. So I went, got the 2-year degree, the associates. I went and got my bachelor's degree, went and got a master's, then an executive graduate certificate at the master's level for accounting, went on to complete my doctoral studies. And it finally clicked, like, oh, you don't have to do all that. Had I known or someone directed me in the path of the shortcut, so to speak, to get what I needed to do what I'm doing, which is still what I love, which is still educating, I wouldn't be in debt to Sallie Mae like I am. I wouldn't owe Sallie Mae as much as I do, you know? And so we got to break the stigma that society has on us, one, but we put it on ourselves. Um, the same way the barriers were broken with teen moms not being educated or not being able to work beyond or complete a certain grade level or what have you, let's break the stereotype that's out there about us. Like let's break it, break the stigma, do something different. Um, of course, I saw firsthand, like I said, tax season was it was bad enough that we had to deal with COVID, but now we got to deal with COVID and we got to deal with all these new thriving business owners that has all this money, but they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to keep up with it. They don't know how to prioritize for their business expenses and keeping it. Alexa, pause. And keeping their business. I feel like I'm competing with her, so sorry about that. But in competing with this with society and the norms that's out there about us, we got to change that. We got to change the standard. We got to do something different. We got to stop putting our money in or seeing that it's more value to go on a trip than put money into our accounting or our an attorney for our business that can cause our business to double, triple, quadruple. And I'm not even speaking so much as to the social media gurus either. Like, make sure you got somebody that's qualified to do the job. You know, just because somebody started their business and they appear to be successful, and they get on and they tell you, oh, all you got to do is this. Let me go ahead and tell the truth. I've seen some of those people's books. I've done strategy sessions with some of those people that appear to be thriving out here on social media with the, what is it, 13.k thousand followers or million followers or whatever, that appear to be thriving and they appear to be doing well, and they are doing well, but they're not working smart. They're not working with strategy behind it. Their bottom line doesn't say it. If they were to get audited right now, they probably would be shut down. So we got to change what is said. Again, like I said, Biden said it. I agree. And I agree from a professional standpoint, not even so much personal, from a professional standpoint, and from not only what I see, what my colleagues see. We have these discussions all the time. And feel free to drop your thoughts. If you agree, disagree, drop your thoughts in the chat and tell me what you think about Biden's comment. Am I still showing up on IG? There's a error button on here. I don't know if that's hopefully it's running on IG. But I have the link in my bio. So what I did was I put together a QuickBooks 101 training workshop that I'll be helping business owners get their book set up so that they can document the process. Now, with that training, you'll be able to do the hands-on day-to-day stuff. That way, that'll reduce that cost for you tremendously, and then you'll be able to it'll benefit you probably to get quarterly reviews of your books, just to make sure that you're on the right track and you're doing the right things after the training, um, to help you stay on task and to be able to put effective strategies in place in your business. But let's change the stigma, guys. Let's change the norm. I have a friend that actually sought out an attorney, and even with that, the attorney dropped the ball in one area. Now she's having to change her whole business name because they didn't look at the look up the trademarks properly, you know, and services were paid for. It's unfortunate. I think it's a capital issue. Capital doesn't change seeing the value in the same way. More money doesn't give you financial literacy. Boom. That's it. That's it. That's it. More money does not give you financial literacy. That's dope. I like that. That's a word. That's a whole word. And I think that's what people think. Oh, I got this money. I got it coming in. I got it coming in. But it was proven in the first round of the PPP funds. Your line 31, when it was time to apply for PPP funding, one, your books wasn't in order. So you didn't even have all your documents straight to truly apply for PPP funding. But the other side of it was you'd have spent out all these expenses because you didn't strategically spend. You didn't use wisdom or a good judgment when you were spending and how you were spending. So now, yeah, you may have made, let's say, $100,000. You hit six figures this year. But then the other side of that, I'm gonna go a little deeper with that. But then your bottom line is an extremely low number. So now you can't qualify for the house. You can't qualify for the car. You can't qualify for these things because now you don't have the funds. It doesn't look like you can afford to pay for it. And you also have subpar credit, you know? I don't know. I'm not even mad. I'm just more, it saddens me, you know, as a person who loves education or loves educating the community. It saddens me sometimes when I get off these strategy calls. And one thing I have learned to stop doing is working for free. I have really invested a whole lot that I've done my time. I've been in the trenches. I had my business up and running since 2012. um Within the last year here recently decided, okay, I'm gonna go all in and see what happens if I go all in, marketing, everything. But as far as the legwork, I've paid my dues, more than paid my dues. I've done the free stuff, I've given away, and I still do. But um I don't um I don't undervalue myself anymore. I don't, just because I want to meet the need or want to see people succeed who don't care enough to see themselves succeed. I no longer give away so much, you know. Yeah, and I know we gotta put our time in and everything, but it's just, I don't know. It's frustrating. Then the other side of that is getting our business owners, our mindset. It goes back to that. Our mindset is not where it needs to be. Our mindset is not, as a business owner, your first thing should not be, oh, I want a $10,000 refund on my taxes. That's for a different community. Not if you're striving or thriving to be a successful business owner. That's why you never see me saying Brian Business Solutions will get you the largest refund. You don't even see me publicize refunds a whole lot. Like, I'll put it on there every blue moon, but you don't see me advertise or publicize that a lot. Why? Because I don't even want that to be our mindset. I want our mindsets to shift from looking for the largest refund, because millionaires, that's not what they're looking for. This is my go-to right here. One of my go-tos. And it's the top 10 distinctions between millionaires and the middle class. And it talks about it. Millionaires do not look for tax refunds. So there's a different population of people that's doing something different. And even if they don't have the $1 million right now, they have $1 million mindset. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the $1 million mindset. And there's a lot in our community that has to change. But it was, like I said, I agree. I agree with Biden. We gotta do better as a community. We gotta do better as a whole. I see so many of us out here that are accountants, and we have some wonderful and amazing accountants and tax professionals out here in the community, and we're all wanting to provide this stellar service and provide you with all the things, but you want all the things, but you don't want to pay for all the things. That's basically what it boils down to. You want all the things, but you don't want to pay for all the things. I mean, if I want a well-built house, I got to seek out the builder that's going to do that. I got to seek them out. You don't look for a subpar real estate agent when you're trying to get somebody who knows the market, who understands how to run a deal. You're not looking for a subpar person to help you buy a house. So why is it that you want to short, or is it because you have to come out of pocket on the front end? I need to understand, y'all. Like, nobody ain't saying nothing, but I need to understand. I really need this. This is a topic that I really want to understand. Like, what is it? I mean, do you feel like the services are not worth it because you don't see the value in it? You don't understand or see what the value of it is. But you don't know. I see a lot of times too, and I just saw somebody post this about taking information from us or people of professionals, accountants, tax professionals, and then going to use TurboTax. I can give you the knowledge all day long, but you ain't gonna know what to do with it. Like, you're not gonna know how to dig and find that extra $11,000 in tax savings after you've made multiple six figures. You're not gonna know how to do that. I can look at a return, start looking at the line items, and know how to dig and say, "Ooh, let me check here. Let me check there." You know why? Because I'm spending not only money to learn these things, but I'm spending my time in the trenches to learn these things. Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to hop on, like I said, real quick and talk about it. Um, Maybe if you hop on later, you can drop something in the comment section to let me know your thoughts, what you think about it, what you think about what Biden said. And you don't have to agree with me. Like, you don't have to agree. I love a healthy discussion. I'm not even going to say debate, a healthy discussion as to why your views are the way that they are versus why mine are the way that they are. But yeah, if you come on late, hashtag replay to let me know that you're joining at the replay. But also drop some comments in the or if you again, if you don't want to be out there publicly, then slide in my DM. I want to know. I want to know, like, what is it about accounting and services from attorneys that you feel that you can't afford. You deserve to have the best for your business. You deserve it. Like, you deserve it. You don't have to go at it alone. You don't have to struggle. You don't. And the reason I know, and I say this, is because when I'm learning something new, I know how much time I spend digging and looking for the information. One of my tax preparer, it's funny because she cracks up every time she asks a question or we're looking at something and I want to research it further, or my colleagues, they trip off of how quick I know how to navigate to find the information. I don't know everything. I don't profess to know everything. Now, I know what I know, and ain't nothing gonna make me shake or waver from what I know. But they laugh at how fast I'm able. I am a professional information finder. I have, like I said, I have paid my dues. And even at the doctoral level of education, one thing they taught us was to research and to find information. And because I was going for my doctorate of business administration, which is a DBA, in management and accounting, because that's the area, I had to find information that was relevant for right now, practical knowledge that applies right now. So even when I did that, my sources couldn't be more than 5 years old. Like there was only a small percentage that we could have that was over 5 years old in theory. I hate theory, y'all. I like practical. I like applying the knowledge right then. But one thing they taught us was to research, to dig, how to navigate, how to look for keywords, how to find these things that you're trying to find to pull this dissertation together so you can graduate to say, now call me doctor. And y'all, I'm so close to finishing, so I'm probably gonna take a break. But first up is my enrolled agent exam, so I will be an EA, because that's the area that I want to practice in versus a CPA. And I'm gonna come on and talk about the differences about that another day as well. We got 30 days here together. I'm gonna talk about that because again, I still see, even when we say we're not a CPA, people still address and identify us as a CPA. And there's nothing wrong with it. One, I want people to get the respect in their title for what they work for and they earned. But, we're not, and it's a difference. And there is a difference. So I'm going to talk about the distinctions and the differences as well. So, anywho, I have been on here long enough. I am actually about to, I had to hop on a call with my accountability group so we can get some stuff done here at 6 o'clock. But again, if you got any comments, views, thoughts, share them. We would love to know as a community. I know my colleagues, my brothers and sisters in craft would love to know what it is that causes you to decide that's not where I want to put my dollars, All right. Well, you guys have a great Thursday, and I will chat with you later. I am still working. I'm still working. Tax season is over, but I'm still working. Well, officially, unofficially over. All right. Well, you guys have a great afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow.